Belgian chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cookies.
My husband calls him his favorite Belgian waffle.
That's right, and Dr. Lawton called me his favorite Belgian chick. There you go.
And my son just got engaged
Oh,
in Belgium, in Bruges.
Congratulations.
oh, that's
Bruges.
wonderful, yeah,
Bruges.
Brugge,
Brussels.
yeah, Bruges.
Got it.
Brugge.
Yeah, in New Year's.
Wow.
They went there, got engaged there. Crazy.
Why in Switzerland?
Well, congratulations.
Belgium lady?
Belgium.
That's very cool. What a coincidence.
Isn't that crazy?
That's wonderful, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
We are good women.
Wow.
Are you
Can't wait
born
to tell
in
them.
Germany or
In Belgium?
Really? And
Yeah, I
then-
came here when I was 29, and I'm old now, so that's 26 years ago.
Yeah, it goes
Funny
fast.
that they're always telling us.
54, but I don't look it.
No,
You
no.
do not. Thank you. I love you, ladies.
Forever 21.
That's right.
Yeah, soon, no?
Yeah.
Soon you are
I'm
getting
almost gonna be
29.
21. My grandpa said that he was born on leap year, so he's in his 20s.
My
his whole
husband's
life,
father is also a leap year baby.
Is he really?
Wow,
Okay.
that's wild.
That's cool.
Well, I'm getting so old I can't reverse my letters.
That's what my great grandma used to do. She was 96 and she would say she's 69.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I forgot how old I was all year. I kept telling people I was a year older than I actually am. I told him, like, I'm gonna be 48, and he goes, no, you're not.
I had a friend who's my exact age. She goes, Ginny, that's not how old you are. And I had to believe her because she's my age. And I'm like, oh my God, I've made my, she goes, what? No.
You get like a whole extra year.
It's, it's just a number, seriously, you know.
That's right.
My sister forgot her age, and I said, "How come we're not the same number of years apart as we are?" Turns out she forgot a year.
Oh, okay. Well, this happens. Every once in a while, I get the calculator out. I was born in 79.
They're so young.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see everybody, and we all know each other now. Okay. All right. Welcome, Vanessa. So,
Thank you, bestie.
love you.
I love you more. The bacon.
You know what? I don't eat bacon anymore, so we have to.
Find somebody else.
Yeah, and cake, gluten free. Gotta work on that. So last week we were supposed to do the energy cleansing and alignment for our intuition, but we ran out of time. But actually, it was perfect because now Vanessa can be here for it too. But then we don't have Heather, but we're including Heather, so we're going to set her up at a distance, so she's going to receive the same. The card is her surrogate.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. We love you.
Hi, Heather.
So, and then I have some slides set up for you. So we have the material. Did everybody get the emails this week? So,
Not
You
the
did?
one with the right time. Not a reminder.
oh, you didn't get the 25,000 reminders. The program doesn't do the reminders. That would be good if it did for you. You're not allowed to complain anymore about the reminders. My normal appointments, I think 5 emails go out and 3 text messages, so nobody
Yeah.
forgets their appointment. And Lonnie was like, enough with the reminders.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Today I had it again. My client, we made an appointment, and today, 2 hours before, he said, "Hey, are we still up today for 12:30?" I said, "Yes." Did I cancel? No. So we had an appointment. I can mix up the time, okay?
Yes, but yeah, that's the gray line, but yeah.
Yeah, but when I make an appointment, then it's in my calendar and I'm there. Even if we say we are meeting in 1 year at this time, I will be here.
Reliable.
Well, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had-
good.
As long as she writes down the correct time.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if you are all in for that, we can start with that so we get it done, and then we can go on with the conversation, and we'll do meditation today, and maybe even Meredith will have us dance again. If we have time. That
Whatever you want.
was
I need a new song though.
With that,
What will Meredith?
dancing with Meredith.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. She makes
Oxygen
everybody
cocktail.
Yes. Giggle cocktail. Yeah.
We'll
So
see what kind of song it requires.
you'll know when you get
Yeah,
there.
when we get there.
I feel my stress has already, just sitting here with you guys.
Just
No,
walk
I
in the
feel
front
so
door
much
as to how it is
calmer.
when you walk in the front
I
door.
was
This-
like severely anxious. Not because of coming here, but life.
Yeah,
Mm.
always.
But now I'm like,
Or maybe we
needed
can
this.
all be like that, right?
Mhm.
Well, you guys are about to go into a deep relaxation right now anyway, so yeah.
oh, thank the
Get
Lord, baby
more
Jesus.
healing. So I think what I'll do, how I've done it before, is you can just stay in your chair and relax and just kind of chill. Close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. I'm gonna turn the lights down. I'll put some music on too, just to set the mood.
I like your shirt. Poppy, that's cool. It's awesome.
And you guys, everyone here has had energy work, right? So you're not new to what that is, so I don't have to explain, right?
Mhm.
We're all good, okay.
All of this might send you right over the edge. This might send you right over the edge. Okay, to sleep. You're gonna be really, really, really relaxed.
I'm already there. Stay close, folks.
Like ready.
That's
So if anyone snores, just.
It's nice in the chairs, it's harder to snore and fall asleep, it has happened, Most people at my table snore.
That's a good sign.
Yes, I take it as a compliment. Okay, hopefully this one doesn't have any commercials. Oh my gosh, I just energy tested this, I didn't look at the title. It's 852 hertz awaken intuition.
Oh, that's what I need.
That's what the intention of this healing is.
Wow.
That is so
That's so
perfect.
beautiful, universal support.
You can't make this stuff up. Oh, where'd you go? Come back. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off and shut this door. And if you guys want, when we come back in, I can gong you back in if you like.
Yep.
Yeah.
sounds
Okay,
good.
let me get the
You could gong me in and out.
Gong me in. I'd like to be playing with her gong if it makes me happy. All right, I'm actually gonna start back here. And then what I'll do is just go around. I usually do it spirit led, so I'll usually go from one person to the next. You might feel my touch, you may or may not. You might hear me talking in a funny language, that's light language. I think those are probably the only two surprises. All right. So you're welcome to close your eyes. And take a couple of big deep breaths. And just intend on letting go of anything that doesn't belong in this space at this time. asking for an alignment and calibration so that each of us will be able to connect as strongly as possible and as clearly as possible with confidence and love and light and purity with our higher consciousness and intuition.
Ariel Leclerc.
As we bring this healing to a close, we call on the energies that participate in this healing, our Creator, Divine, angels, ascended masters. Thank you for your love, your support, your guidance, your healing. We call to Mother Gaia and we ask if you could please take any energetic residue that does not serve this group or the space, turn it into your body for recycling, or for whatever your needs are today. Thank you for that. When you're ready, you're welcome to open your eyes. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Chill in peace. Is it hot in here or is it just me? It's hot.
Uncomfortable.
I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. I have sweat dripping down my back. A lot of energy. How's everybody doing? Good. Does anybody need to use the restroom or anything?
I feel like a blob.
Yeah,
I'm like, whew.
I got a healing too. I got sent to my chair. I was like, oh, that's me. Cool. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, so that was interesting. It kind of just took me around and connected each one of you from one to the next. Sometimes it was like shoulder to shoulder. And I was given little bits of information for most of us, not everybody, but for most of us, which was kind of fun. So y'all can ask me later, I'll tell you what I got.
You're gonna tell us?
Well, I like permission to share, so, yeah. Yeah, some of it was kind of like superpower, some of it was sort of like what we were working through, some of it was funny and I almost started busting out laughing.
You can share mine. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Mine too.
Well, yours had to do with belief in yourself, but it was clairvoyance. And they had my hands, like they had me like around your head like this with my hands in front of your face.
Well, yeah, you know how lately I feel like I lost my gifts because I don't know. I know I need to believe in myself again.
Yeah, that's what, maybe that energy was going toward to help support your belief in yourself. Yeah, because then they were kind of going like this, so sacral chakra, so that's like self-worth and self-confidence, so.
Yeah, I need it.
I don't even know what happened with you, but it was cool. It was really cool. It was really like expansive and like flowing. I'm like, she's got big energy. Oh, they said courageous, will, and there was one other thing, but it was all like power coming from you.
I'm stepping into it.
Yeah.
I'm actively resting today though, so I do apologize if my energy level seems low.
It does not to me.
Okay, because I am like, I need to just like sit in my bubble bath for the next 6 hours.
There we go.
That is so funny and interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, you Jim, I'm an open book.
Yours was also very expansive
Okay.
and very warm.
Because I
And
felt warm.
yeah, I did. I got like that was when the sweat started going down my back. So there was some energy that was kind of lifted off. Your heart chakra was brought to
Saw the
my
green tail.
attention.
And
Yeah.
just to let you know, I got Reiki certified on Wednesday or Thursday. I had that from about 6 hours online with the lady from Arizona. So
Cool.
I wonder if that had some of the energy maybe you felt.
Maybe. So yes. Okay. So that makes sense because I didn't get a
Reiki
lot,
one, yeah.
but it was integration.
Oh.
So you're integrating.
That just gave me chills.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. Awesome.
Stinking word.
Oh, I appreciate it.
That's crazy.
Because I felt the warmness too, so.
Yeah. 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 You two were hot.
I was gonna
You were
pass out.
hot.
I was like, can I get my sweater off
Oh.
without disrupting the class?
So
Interesting.
Wow.
There was an energy of fear that was lifted off of you.
Lifted?
Yeah.
No wonder I'm so hot.
Yeah.
Right?
Because well, when we have like whatever we're holding on to, that's a protection. So it was kind of like sometimes it can make you like a little hot under the collar to be open and vulnerable.
I had a lot of pain. Like it started like here,
Mm-hmm.
and then up in here. It's like, it's even bad. Like I was like pain. I don't know if that means anything.
Just for that little bit, or
Oh no, it's still there.
okay.
It was really bad then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. First I was like, what's the upper back? It's the right side. So that's releasing, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking maybe you're feeling mine, but mine's on the left side.
It's crazy, like yeah, and especially like right there. Crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's almost like something you've been holding on your shoulders.
I felt like it's like you're holding, let it go. You're holding the weight of the world. It's not yours to hold. Handle. Real.
Oh, just wait. There's a slide for you.
It's so real.
That is, I can't believe you just said that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going around, and I don't know if you got anything or not, but.
That's why I almost started cracking up. because
Well, I was having a moment with you too.
Oh, were you?
Yes, I was.
Do you want to share?
Well, first of all, I was hot, but it was not sweaty hot.
Okay.
I had this raging radiance coming from my core. It was the strangest thing.
Oh, cool.
I didn't feel like the room was hot. And again, I didn't feel like, but it was coming, and then I had no idea where you were. And then all of a sudden you put your hand on me and they were ice cold.
Oh, really?
And it went away. Ice cold.
Okay.
And it completely went away.
Wow.
It was just like I'm at perfect temperature right now.
Oh.
Yeah, there was something that
So-
kind of went up and like through me and into the ground. And then they said, Jester.
Mr. Bojangles.
I was like cracking up, and so then I heard presence. So maybe meditation for you, and the energy going to help you with presence, because that's where everything is in that present moment. Practicing just being present in every moment throughout the day. If you catch yourself kind of
Yeah.
like, I'm doing this, but my mind is way over there, kind of just bringing it back into presence.
Definitely working on that.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Good.
It's just happening like that.
Well, then that was probably acknowledgement and energy going into what you're already intending. So you've already kind of set that forward. So it's like, okay, here, let's help you a little bit with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fun.
Well, you can share mine too.
They always say the same thing. Holy man. They said minister this time. And I was like, okay.
Well, I was seeing a lot of blue, and I guess about the time you got behind me, there was this green swirl and there was an orange and yellow mixed in, swirling around, and there was this bubble of heat built up. I didn't know you were behind me then, but, and I was like, whoa, man, that's something else. And you touched my shoulder and it was ice cold compared to what I felt like was
So
going on.
interesting.
I mean,
It's so
just-
crazy.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were working a lot around your head, energy coming from your head, and then they had me put my hands on your shoulders. And I think, did I touch your shoulders too? I did. Okay, yeah. So not everybody they did that, but they were definitely, there was a link between each person that was formed, and there was like energy flowing from the one person to the next. So everything was very interconnected.
That's great.
And right before you, I guess, started talking, I guess you had just seated, I saw flowers swirling around the whole room, and then all of a sudden you started talking.
Okay.
So,
Wow. That's awesome.
It is.
Yeah. Clay has good clairvoyance. He sees stuff.
I saw a lot in my third eye because I was thinking, is it closed or is it still open? But then when I actually looked with my eyes closed towards my third eye, saw the green, then there was a shark,
Okay.
but I saw a lot of stuff. It was very strange. Now I don't remember. If I don't write it down immediately, then I forget a lot of stuff. But I saw a lot.
Okay. Shark, so we have to look up, and I can't remember what shark medicine, so the spirit animal of a shark with that reference. Do you know, Meredith?
They're great predators and they're millions of years old.
Yeah.
Very strong, they're like all muscle, and they're fast.
And they don't really sleep.
No, I
They go
lately
into-
don't either.
They go into an altered state.
I got
So
a
they
lot
might be
on my mind.
representing, altered states. Like be vigilant of your dreams.
It's funny that you say that because the last 3 nights, my dreams are very vivid.
Right.
Very
right down.
vivid. And
Right
my
down.
mom was in there, and my stepfather at the time, they got divorced, but he was in there. It was very strange. Yeah.
Dreams are strange by nature, but if you
Right.
write down the main things
Mhm.
that you remember, even if it's just like red car, shark, mom,
Right.
just write down the main things. During the day, sometimes you'll get an insight.
Mm.
Or you could talk to someone to interpret dreams.
Right.
She does that. She's good.
Yeah, I would imagine there's a connection between the shark and the dreams.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was weird. Wish I would remember what else I saw just now.
It will come to you.
I think the shark is like, go after what you want.
You think?
Be the strength, be the predator. Go get what you want. You have what it takes to do it. You just gotta go do it.
My children's books.
Yes, yeah, just do it. Nike swoosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Caroline, that was when I first realized what was happening. I heard trans channel. I'm like, what? So that could be something that if you ever wanted to do that, you might have that gift of being able to trans channel.
That is so cool.
And that came out of left field. I know I didn't make that up. I'm like, what? Cool. I want that one. And they said, oh, jealous. I'm like, yes.
So.
That's what I heard. I don't know. And for you, it was they said clear knowing. Clear knowing. So clear cognizance is when you just know things. And you even said like you have that really good connection to your intuition. Like you just can feel, kind of what's right and what's wrong. And so that came out pretty quickly. They said clear buoyant, but also clear recognition, which I think is also quite clear cognizance, recognizance, that too, because they said there were two strong clairs, and we all have all the clairs, but some of us just have stronger ones than others.
Yeah, that's interesting because today here I have this issue with my allergy and that goes so into my eyes and that drives me crazy because I can't really see and I have the feeling the eyes are something else and so and when this started I said, oh, it's self-healing also, then hey, go away. I can see. So,
Good. Yeah, so all that pollen is out, and you just had eye stuff going on, so it might just be that you're still tender. And
yeah, but that goes really together with my brain. So when I can't see, I can't think. And today I really had the feeling when I was talking with the people, I had the feeling I'm talking like a zombie.
outside of your mind a little bit.
Yeah, everything I could.
How much cough syrup did you drink?
No, not enough.
Not enough.
Only two before I met the
Okay.
Yeah, but what is with her?
I don't know, I just heard trans channel, like really loud, trans channel. I'm like, well, that's a surprise. But okay.
Yeah, she's special.
Yeah, so like if you learn to really meditate and clear your mind and really kind of get into deep meditation, you might find that information flows through you. And it may throw, like trance channel. So like when I'm doing these healings, I'm kind of in a trance. So it's kind of like a trance channel, but more toward like the healing. I feel it more through my physical body. Some people it comes out like this. Some people write. They do like automatic writing. So there's a lot of different ways that this channel information can come through you.
And that channeling can be from like your higher self.
Yeah.
From your oversoul. It can come from like
Your guides.
like a lot of different ways. It's super. That's a really, really, really cool gift.
Yeah.
If you ever want to explore it. It's a very cool gift.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Meredith, I don't know, like the whole, that God came in and said, I am, and like all my energy just went like all the way through. The whole room lit up. It was really
First of all, when
intense.
you started, as usual, with the minute she does energy work, my hearing aids start going off. So the minute she started, I'm going, oh my God, I hope it quiets down. You know?
And I thought, I
It
hope
happens.
Meredith took her hearing aids out.
But then I was really deep, and all of a sudden I felt your presence, but it wasn't physical. It was this huge energy, and it was going down, and it was beautiful. And I was like going higher and higher the more it came. And then you touched my shoulders, and I was sure she was there, you know. But I felt her energy really
It's
powerful.
funny that you say about the noise because that brought my thing up. I heard beep, like a beep, and I thought it was in the music, but it wasn't, I guess.
Sorry, my phone went off, but I was thinking, when you were talking about making connections, I was thinking, I have a thread of connection with my children all the time. And, you know, I was trying to quiet my mind down because I'm meditating, right? And the thing goes off, and it's my stepdaughter calling me. You know, it's like...
Well, and then two phones went off at the same time, so that's kind of like that connection.
That was really weird.
I know.
That was so cool that it wasn't even annoying.
No, it
It's like,
wasn't.
how did that happen?
That means you were really...
That
she
means
was
we
really
were all
relaxed.
connected.
What happened?
You must have been really meditating if it wasn't annoying.
No, it was like, okay, what are the chances of that happening?
Like the outside noises kind of, they're in it.
They're part of it.
I swore that you were lately doing the bong over here. So I looked up and you.
I heard some things too.
I thought I heard the bong.
There was
and I go,
something
I
in the
don't know how
background.
they there was,
You know
I
what?
heard
I think
all
I-
kinds of stuff
yeah,
going
the
on,
bong,
and I go,
I
I'm just
thought
gonna soak it in,
so
that's
too.
where it's coming from.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Okay. And it might have been like energy kind of,
Yeah,
I felt like someone's playing
no,
the
she's
bong for
right.
us.
Yeah, I heard the
right.
bomb too.
Yeah.
I I forgot to do golf.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I can still do it. You want me to do it? I like doing it.
We want to make you happy too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go play your drum. And Jesus was there. I forgot about that.
Talking to that guy a lot lately. He's crazy, okay? Like IRL. Like I'm like,
Fun.
you are, we're getting connected.
Becoming friends.
Yeah.
Well, I played this game, Nouns in a Bag, a few weeks back.
Oh, that's fun.
And one of the words was Jesus. So I said Yeshua. And I'm not joking, when I said Yeshua, immediately I felt that energy, like right, I was like, what are you doing here? I did not mean to call you like that.
He's always there.
I know, he's just a silly guy. It's crazy.
What was the name of the game?
Yeshua.
And the game? What
The
was-
Nouns
Nouns
in
in
a
a
Bag.
Can I just tell what I thought you said?
What?
Nuns in a bag.
Oh, you made it better. Nuns is a big one. In the bag.
So what did you say?
Everybody,
Nuns too?
Nouns in
Paula,
a bag.
everybody
Were you
comes
writing
from
the
their own
nouns?
background.
And then you like to do the little, it's a charade
I kind
thing.
of like nuns in a bag. I think
Well,
nuns
it's
is great.
nuns can work too. That's the beauty of it.
That's ridiculous.
So we have a house across the street from our house, and they're all nuns. It's like 5 nuns that live there. I'm gonna get them that for Christmas
Oh
next
my
year.
gosh, you have to. That is
And their
hilarious.
license plate says N-N-G, nunning, and it was,
I love it.
they didn't, there's not one that they paid
Yeah,
for it, like it
yeah.
just happened that way.
Yeah,
Nunning.
Oh, wow.
That just happened that way. Okay, right? That's crazy.
You know, it's so funny that you said about my confidence, you know. When I moved down here in 2000, I lived in Massachusetts, and the woman that took care of Bob, he was 76, who brought me here, Veronica, she kind of adopted me, and she just passed away 2 weeks ago. And she, so when her son called me and told me that she had passed away, my whole body, my skull started tingling, and I knew it was her.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's sad.
Sad, but bring you together again too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, well, that was awesome. Thanks, you guys. That's a lot of energies. I guess I'll turn the lights on just a little bit. You might want to close your eyes.
I was gonna say go.
Yeah. And learn how to do it, I think, where it's not so bright.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. You have to hit the up button to get the lowest setting when you go from off to on, and then it works.
Yep.
Counterintuitive, but
It's
it works.
polarity. All right. So we've got our slides here today. Thank you, ChatGPT. I plugged in my program and it created this slide deck. I had to go fix every single one of them, but it gave me a really nice structure, so they look a little different this week. So symptoms is messages. So we talked a lot about this last week, and you guys read through the emails and stuff. So, so our bodies are communicating messages all the time. Signals. You know, if we look at them with curiosity and compassion instead of going straight into fear, which is my mission for this program, then we can learn how to talk to them. And the good feelings too, not just the bad feelings. We've kind of focused a lot on symptoms, but our good feelings tell us a lot too. If we feel excited, if we feel joy, those are feelings that are programmed into us to tell us that, yes, that's for you, that's along your path, if that feels good, if it makes you excited, do it. If we don't do what we feel good about, usually it's because we're coming from fear, so always kind of just have that presence for a second. This feels good, why does that feel good? So decoding your body's language, so our bodies are literally like tuning forks, they're sending and receiving information all the time. Tuning in without fear, we can transform discomfort into guidance and deeper self-awareness on our healing journey. And journaling, I don't know if you guys did any of this, but you can kind of, even if it's just sort of in the back of your mind right now, kind of as we go through, if something pops up, like, oh yeah, my neck, my shoulder hurts, or right now my neck hurts, or I had this little tummy ache, kind of start putting the pieces together. So it's kind of like a practice for decoding what your body's telling you. It's just a good idea to keep a journal anyway, because sometimes things come up, and you might not know what they mean at the moment, and then 2 weeks later there will be something that kind of pulls it all back together, and you're like, and then you'll wish you had that information. Like, something happened last week, and it helps you to put the story together. Yeah, I mean things
I
are.
know, I wish I would have journaled last week. Now I'm like regretting it.
Oh no!
Come
Oh.
on. It's real.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
It's real. Yeah, it's real. And we live in a holographic reality, so things don't even happen linearly sometimes too. Like the end of the story might come first, and then you'll get the beginning of it later. So emotional connections, uncovering the feelings behind the symptoms. Physical symptoms often reflect unresolved emotions. So feeling into the pain, like if you have an area that's like a searing pain, you bring your attention there and see how does it make you feel? Does it make you angry? Does it make you feel, overwhelmed? I'm talking about myself right now. So I'm feeling like really, like what does this feel like? And then you write it down. Okay, here's the feeling. Where is it? This is what it feels like. This is the emotion connected to it. You're starting to put together a picture. So chakra overview. Who doesn't know about the chakras? Do we all pretty much kind of know about
Can
the
you
chakras?
like super quick?
Yeah, that's what
Just-
these are.
okay.
Yeah, we'll go through them really quick. So chakras are energy centers. They're chakra means wheel in Sanskrit because they turn in circles. Yeah, so they
It
spin.
means wheel?
Wheel. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're gonna get all of these slides too.
Oh,
So.
fantastic.
In Atmos, because the gentleman that designed that energy system was an engineer, he used very technical terms. He called them step-down transformers or regional managers. So they're managing the energy, the information, and even the nutrients and functions of the cells and the organs in their region. So they're the manager of the region.
Can I add one little thing?
Yeah.
In most of the pictures, we see them either flat or with geometric design or a circle, but they're really supposed to be
Around your
dimensional.
body,
Yes.
right? Like the
No,
whole
not
thing.
just around your body, but dimensional. Like it's not flat. Your heart chakra is
It's not like this.
It's
yes,
like
it's
this?
not flat. It's round. They think of it as conal almost.
Like a sphere?
Like a sphere, you're spinning,
And
So-
coronal, the root chakra actually tilts down, and I think the crown chakra tilts too. They're on a little bit of a tilt, but the rest are more coronal.
They have a way of unfolding, kind of like an ocean wave that would come around like that. That's what they teach us in Ayurvedic, systems. So don't think of it as you're stuck with a non-moving thing.
No, it's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to depict.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around. Good. Yeah. And this was actually a prompt for Meredith. Do you know other names of chakras?
Do I know? Oh, the Sanskrit names
Yeah.
for them. Yes, but do I remember them all?
Or just another name for systems, like
Anahata is the heart. And
which I think is the next one. Oh no, we're starting with the root.
but it's good. It's fun to say them. Muliana Banda and Anianda Banda. Names like this. Yeah.
And they all have a sound.
Yes, a sound.
The sound.
Lam,
the color.
vam, ram, hum. They go in a certain order. In fact, I had a song. Maybe I could find it, but it was like the chanting of the chakras, and it starts out real slow, like with the root chakra, and it goes on, and then it goes faster and faster. And when I've used it to work on people, you wouldn't believe how the energy of the chakras was. First, it was like this, and then it would be like that. And they could feel it, not just me, but yeah,
That's awesome.
because it's sound vibration is
Tuning into the frequency.
yeah, it's powerful.
So is
We
each
should do that sometime. They
Yeah.
have a sound, they have a color, but of course in different different cultures, sometimes they change the color.
Mm-hmm.
But theoretically, it's like the color of the rainbow. If you look at a rainbow, except a rainbow doesn't have any purple. So this indigo color you don't see, and white is all of the visible light together. In pigment, all light together is black. But in light, all light together is white.
That's cool.
Does each chakra have its own frequency, like separate from one another?
Yeah, the sound that you're making.
Got it. It's literally like it's building on each other, or is it separate from each other?
I think
Makes
they kind of
sense?
flow in. They kind of
Okay,
merge.
it's like
A
a
YouTube channel that has from the root all the way up to the ground.
The sound?
It ran for like 100. I sat outside yesterday. It was 120 minutes, and it goes right from the root all the way up. And
Oh, cool.
it's really cool. I can
That's
send it to
cool.
anybody.
It's fun to
Yeah,
play
people
with
time
that
to
because you
look
start
it
to
up.
feel them.
It's very
You know, almost everybody can feel their heart chakra. Because you say, did you ever have a feeling in your heart? No, well, yeah, it's been broken. It's been, you know.
You
it's
ever
been
cried?
loved. You know, but if you say, do you feel your root chakra? Sometimes people are like, well, where the heck is that? But you can learn to feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there are meditations where we did a meditation here where we hummed, we chanted through all of the chakras and kind of like
That's cool.
tapped them and did movements relating to all of them.
That's
We had
so nice.
colors. Yeah, it was fun. Yes, the root chakra is red usually. It looks like red. This can be a symbol for root chakra. It's our connection to the earth, which is what that image is. It's located at the base of the spine, and it actually goes all the way down to our feet. And so that's like our base, that's our foundation, it's kind of like our stability. It's essential for security, so if your root chakra's off, sometimes fear can cause your root chakra to be off, or anything that makes you feel unsafe. Home, sometimes finances, things like that, because those are kind of like your safety foundations. So connecting our physical body to the earth, and then also promoting a sense of belonging and connection.
Connection to your tribe
Yeah,
in the first 7 years of your life.
yeah, yeah.
It's a cool chakra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that one's off, then the rest of your chakras can be a little unsteady. It's like, you know, if your house is built on a cracked foundation, your whole house is going to be a little bit more vulnerable.
I like to stand outside on the earth with no
Every day.
shoes on.
grounding is huge.
Yeah. And then water, so this is our sacral chakra. It's where our bladder and kidneys are. So it's water. It has to do with flowing, flowing in life, nurturing creativity. Comes from here too. We procreate. It's where we make
Yes,
babies.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Physically, that's where
And
it is.
babies are in that water.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're in the water element when you come here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in a meditation the other day, and it was like I heard amniotic fluid, and so I was guided to kind of breathe, but as if I was breathing in like this amniotic fluid. It was kind of tricky.
I have
Could be good.
a question.
Yeah.
Do you, and this might just be like a projection. Do you feel like those chakras are masculine and feminine?
Yeah.
So is one assigned to one? Like I felt like the root chakra was masculine, and now we're talking about the sacral chakra, and that's
I
feminine.
think they all have both
Aspects
masculine and
of it.
feminine, but some can be more masculine and feminine. Whereas like this one to me is very feminine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't really call them that, but I can understand why you might think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But men, you know, are creative in a different way, maybe. But like I like to say, they give you that tiny little nothing, and then you make it into matter. But that tiny little nothing really
It's
matters.
something. It matters. Well, and so like, and I think about that a lot because the root chakra it's connected to the earth, and the earth is yin. So you kind of think of that as a yin, but foundation and structure is a yang thing. So it's like kind of like the father is supposed to create that kind of yang stability in the family household. So that's structure. Yang is structure, whereas yin is more flow. So they have both. They do have both, but each one probably has a little bit more. So like this is very flowy, lower abdomen, fosters healthy relationships. For women, it has a lot to do with sexuality and romantic relationships. Also, our self-worth, like going around the room, like pretty much everyone, it was like here. Because here, the intention for the healing was to confidently be able to connect to our intuition. That's what we're here to learn, how to do that. And so that was, they were showing us, confidence in this voyage that we're on.
So about the masculine, feminine thing, I think there would be both, like you said, because when you're doing like polarity therapy, you're feeling the energy traveling up and down the chakras. So it could be positive energy coming this way, negative energy coming that way, or it could reverse. So if they can both accept the positive and the negative, which is like the masculine and the feminine. That's how they,
That's actually so crazy, because like when you talk about like duality, especially on planet Earth, right? Like our planetary system specifically, those are rules of nature.
Yeah.
Right?
We
So like
agree
it's,
that.
so it's literally even playing out in ourselves. Like
As above, so
That's
below.
so
From the teeniest, tiniest
crazy.
atom all the way out to the entire universe. You will find it in everything you look at.
That's what she
so
said about
crazy.
holographic, which was a great word.
Yeah.
It's a microcosm of the macrocosm, and so are we. So is every cell of your body,
That just like blew my mind.
I
a little
know.
bit, like, honestly. That's crazy.
Mind orgasm.
Yeah.
So like solar plexus to me is kind of a masculine, because it's our doing, it's our power, it's our personal sun, which is radiant. Masculine energy is radiant. It pushes out. It's strong. It's strength.
Is it the navel?
It's above your navel,
Above the
and then
navel.
the sacral is just below the navel.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So it's your gut. It's all your digestion.
Literally your gut. And
Yeah.
okay.
Digestion.
No, that makes sense.
Liver, gallbladder, and the sacral. So center of personal power, self-esteem and confidence, assertiveness, like inserting yourself into certain things. Like me, I was always very shy, so I had a hard time inserting myself in situations. I was the wallflower. So action towards our goals. When we decide we want to do something, we take that first step with courage. Jesus came into a healing the other day and he said, that's how you get things going. That's how you manifest. You have to take that first step, and then the courage amplifies what it is that you want to do.
It's the unfolding.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
If you never take
Pushing
the
it
first
through.
step, you literally cannot see it.
Right.
Like, you
Holly, I
to
have
do
a
that.
funny thing that I teach in yoga to talk about this part of the body, which they call hara. So say ha, ha, but put your hand here when you say
How about
ha. No, it's ha.
I was trying to do a German.
But do you want to see a little experiment that people could try to find that space? Okay, I probably shouldn't do it with my shoes on, but who wants to be my partner?
Alright. Let Holly do it. Let Holly do it.
Okay, so you're gonna stand up.
You guys.
I'm in a New York subway and she's got me by the wrists. Okay, now you try to hold me.
Oh.
Okay. I can't hold you like that. There we go.
You kind of hold me like you really could hold. No, I didn't hold me because I'm gonna push against you.
you?
So I'm trying to get away. So I hold me. So I try to push her, and I can't. Right? I really can't. So now I'm gonna access that part of my body. I'm gonna take a breath in and. So you go, ha! It's also great for opening pickle jars. Just, you can't
Partial,
get
right?
the pickle jar up and you go, ha!
That's real.
So somebody else want to try it? Because it's real, it's true.
I'm gonna call you Mr. Miyagi from now on.
I wonder if it would
What-
work just
what-
with
what are you
energy
trying
if
to
you could
hold
push
me?
someone without
Yes.
touching them.
She was trying to hold me. So it's right here, and put your hands right here, and just, pretend someone punched you in the stomach, and tighten it up. Like, and now feel that energy if you were pushing.
Yeah.
You are pushing from there.
Is that your diaphragm?
Yeah.
Where's
Below
that
your
is?
diaphragm.
Isn't that your diaphragm in there?
Well, your diaphragm goes this way.
Oh, okay.
So it's muscles, it's your abdominal muscles, it's your core strength. Core strength is from your pubic bone to your sternum.
Like your key.
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm just checking we're
Chi,
still recording.
key, she, they call it all different names,
It
yeah.
is.
Yes,
That's
so
your
it's a
center.
power point, and it's like she said, it's your power. It's your power, it's your power to do things. You know, it's also anger and inspiration. Yeah, cool shot.
I'm sorry,
That
Vanessa,
is
you
cool.
said Mr. Miyagi. That's the name of one of my guides.
Oh,
I just want to share that because that's the way she said that. But that's the yeah.
Okay, so she knew he was here then.
Yes. Yeah.
You said you knew.
I had three, but that's one of them. Is Mr.
One of her
Miyagi.
validations.
Yeah, it's from balance.
Oh, I got the chills from
Yeah,
that.
that was confirmation for sure.
Good
Thank you.
stuff.
boy, my skull is tingling right now.
I love it.
So cool.
Thanks for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
Synchronicities
one.
are
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. That was definitely one.
Yeah.
And I gave my husband a little thing for Valentine's Day. It says, I love you more than bacon.
Oh my gosh,
I
yeah.
swear to God. It happened to be a first watch wrapped around the silverware. I'm like, that's cool.
Cute.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Never heard anybody ever say that before.
Yeah, I say it all the time.
And so I say back, I love you more than cake.
Publix cake.
It has to be Publix.
I gotta say, if any of you have purchased my book already, I know some of you
I
have,
did.
then all the chakras have their names in there. You know, if
Okay.
you want it.
Do you sell it here or is it on Amazon?
It's both.
Okay, okay.
I think we have one here, or a couple
We
of
might
them
have
here too.
one.
I'm sure we do.
Because you wrote in mine.
You got a sign.
That's right.
She's famous.
That's right.
So heart chakra, everybody loves the heart chakra. That was funny.
How appropriate.
I know. Yeah, so that's here, center of the chest. So that's about giving and receiving love, connecting deeply with others, compassion, harmony, unity, acceptance within ourselves and the world. You know what I did? And so that's anahata. I did
I
put
think
that
it's
one here.
also gratitude and connecting with the divine comes from here as much as anywhere else.
So it does, but there's another chakra that I wish I would have put here, the higher heart, which is actually here on the chest, and the color's pink. And the higher heart has to do with giving and receiving love of more of like God and the divine energies. So that's here, it's the thymus gland.
I never heard that.
And so in Chinese medicine, they say this is the sacred chakra, this higher heart
Also your
chakra.
immunity, right?
Yeah, up until age 11, the thymus gland trains all of your white blood cells on what they're going to be when they grow up. It's a white blood cell university.
Oh
And-
my gosh.
Yeah, we talked about this in my section.
Yes,
Yeah, because
yeah.
I had,
That's right,
Because
yes.
he's like, oh, that's that hump on your neck. Like I have the hump there.
Yeah, my husband has that too.
See, but that's that thing. It's so weird. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
maybe when the heart chakra expands, you know, like when you're really open-hearted, you're in another.
Like literally,
Yeah,
it's like a
absolutely.
flower blooming.
It is, yeah,
That's so sweet.
It's amazing.
yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah.
What's it called?
Higher heart.
Higher heart.
I don't know what the
Pink.
Sanskrit name would be.
I
for
never
that.
heard of that before, so that's cool.
Okay.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so when we were working through, like in the Acmos balances, a lot of times we're doing thymus gland
It was
healing.
Yeah, that was mine.
It's one that comes up a lot. Because what happens, I think, is that the world is so hard, and when we experience these like really difficult traumas, especially if the traumas keep happening again and again, it's very easy for people to disconnect from God because they're like, you know what, if there was a God, he wouldn't let this happen to me. You know, and so then we kind of disconnect from that divine energy, and it's like, well, screw that. This is, you know, I don't believe anymore, kind of a thing. And so,
And I can imagine you can get even a step further with people who have religious trauma and they feel rejected by God himself, right? Like that can be like festering
yeah.
if you don't.
There are
hold that
prayers in
close.
some religion that when people die, the prayer doesn't say anything about the dead person. It just says, remember God. Don't forget God. Because when people experience the death of a loved one, they might say, how could there be a God? There's no God.
Especially when people
God wouldn't do
lose
that.
kids,
Yes.
lose their children.
Yeah.
That's like trauma, real. Wow.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
I think we have to remember the divine presence is always there. We're the ones that shut it off.
Yeah.
We just, you know.
Yeah.
Literally.
So then throat chakra is our throat communication, talking, expression, clarity and speaking, also listening, authentic connections and understanding, personal truth and creative expression. The sacral chakra and the throat chakra work very much closely. Some of them actually have, even if they're not in sequence, they actually have little extra special relationships, the two chakras. Just to get you thinking even more. Because we create from here and then we express it through here. So
I know,
these
but
two.
then you said the listening aspect of it too. So does that mean it's
Yeah, the listening, the
Connected to
ears,
your
the mouth,
ears,
they're all
too?
part of this.
Yeah, your jaw, your
Yep.
teeth, your mouth, all of that's communication, listening, speaking.
wow?
And if people are afraid, they generally don't tell the truth. They start saying, I don't love you, I don't care about you, when they're really thinking is, I can't live without you, and I love you. But yeah, so that's
I love
interesting
you
how
so
that,
much and you hurt me. Why don't
But
you love me back?
the connection between your safety and your courage and to speak the truth is a pretty cool connection.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of times they will go off, like you'll have a situation and it'll affect a couple of the chakras together. And so then we go and we heal those two chakras in sequence.
Then everything starts going wrong.
Yeah. Well, and then also we have the parathyroid is in the throat chakra too. And so the parathyroid are 6 little glands that sit on the back of your thyroid that regulate your calcium. So that has a lot to do with your strength. Calcium is your structure mineral. And so if we feel weak, sometimes it can be maybe because our truth was suppressed at a certain point of our life. Maybe we felt victimized, weak, and sometimes then people can develop parathyroid issues and then like bone density problems or even like calcifications and things in different areas.
I knew a person with bulimia that drew pictures of herself with no mouth. Anorexia, not speaking up, having no mouth.
That's tough. That's sad. So then the third eye, everybody knows about the third eye. That's like the famous one, the heart and the third eye. So that's intuition, insight, our gatekeeper to conscious perception, clarity, spiritual awareness, connected to one's inner wisdom. And that's, how do you pronounce that, Anya?
Yeah.
Anya, third eye. So that's our pituitary gland, our pineal gland. I think it's both of them. I think they're a network that create the third eye. I think people will argue about that, but
The pineal gland is in the middle.
yeah.
You
And
know,
then we
like,
have the pituitary right here. The pineal gland is like in a little bit behind it.
it's in the middle of your head. Like
Right. And
if
like
you
down
could
in.
find the middle right there. You know, they talked about that in the Jewish tradition when the Orthodox people wear something on their third eye and then it connects around to the back. So in between here and there is it pineal or pineal gland?
Either way, you can say it either way. They call it pineal because it's shaped like a pine cone.
Yeah, so, and that's the master gland in your whole body, right in the middle of your brain.
Loaded with crystals.
Real like a crystal,
Loaded with
actual
crystals.
So is that
like
what happens when you get
physical
vertigo, something
crystals.
dislodges?
That's
No, that's
crystals
your
inside
inner
your
ears.
ears. Yeah, yeah, but the
When you
pineal
say
gland,
crystals,
We're
what do
made
you
of
mean?
crystals.
they're polycarbonate, some kind of crystals, I can't remember.
Like what?
I have it in another slideshow. We did a class on crystals and we talked about the pineal gland.
That's a wild thought. I know that if you really think about your brain, it's totally dark in there, but there's lights going off like a light show when the
Neurons.
electrical impulses are. So it's really not dark, but basically there's it's like an electrical storm going on inside this dark place inside of you.
That's my lesson 8 right
Sorry,
now in
it's
my
really
medical
like that, too.
terminology.
Oh, really?
Neurological system.
And do you see that when you shut your eyes?
You can
I see
imagine
lights
it.
when I shut my eyes.
All the time, and I get worried that it's something wrong with my eyes.
I don't think you
You
can
know?
see it literally.
But it's
But you can
literally,
see.
there's a light show when I shut my eyes at night.
Well, there's a light show all around your eyes all the time, but I've had some weird experiences closing my eyes and seeing. So I can't speak to it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think that's where you see like into other realities, other dimensions. That's like the true eye that
your mind,
sees.
like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Do you this could be a conspiracy theory, is the pineal gland calcified, and that's why?
By fluoride
Yes.
and stuff. I think that does affect it. Yeah.
So you could do more work nutritionally.
Some people
access.
take things to kind of clear off fluoride, different nutrients and things that kind of eat away.
Yeah, because I heard they don't want us to be able to
Like
be fully open in that area of the brain.
Well, there's also conspiracy theory around the higher heart chakra too, and there's certain medications out there that they really want us to take that actually do shut down the higher heart chakra. And I don't like conspiracy theories,
I don't
but
either.
But when I'm doing balances, that's where it goes, and I'm guided to do a certain thing every time, so I can't not look at
I
it.
don't even like the
What?
word conspiracy theory because I think that word is made up.
What type of medication is it that?
There's a lot of different medications, but I think and I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I just don't
Me
think it's
neither.
responsible how we're doing it. Jabbing all the kids, they're shutting down their higher heart immediately. And so when I balance kids, a lot of times we're guided to go in and clear their higher heart like immediately because a lot of the kids that are coming in right now are so high frequency.
And so sensitive.
And people that are empowered know that if that consciousness, even if they're babies, that consciousness starts to grow, the frequency is going to come up and awareness is going to get stronger and they will be able to maintain empowered.
Wow.
So
And it's like real. That's literally
I have-
what's
I have
happening. No,
proof.
I don't even need your proof because I intuitively know that.
Yeah.
Intuitively, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's why when we talk about things like the third chakra and the pineal gland that are literally in everyone's brain, it's almost unfair that we're not given this information. Like it's hurtful to me, at least. I feel anger around it because I want deeply for every single human to know this knowledge. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, but we're getting there. And there's a reason for all of it. If it was allowed by God for a reason. There's something that we are doing. We are interacting with this information and this experience for a reason. So we have to
I know the
kind of
perspective's there.
accept it, but it will change.
You're right. It's so true.
And I don't think it's all the vaccines either. I think it's
No,
just
not
like
at
a
all.
couple. Like I think there is a place for them. So again, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but there
Me
is
either.
a little bit too
I'll
much.
just add that, so I told you I had the stroke, and then I didn't get the last vaccine, so I talked to my neurologist, and, because Christine being a kidney transplant recipient, they're like, you should get vaccinated. And I'm like, well, people have had strokes from the vaccine. So when he says off the record, he goes, we don't recommend you getting it. So,
Off the record, what?
off the record, meaning
They
being
don't
a
want
medical, they don't want,
yeah.
they're really not supposed to tell
They're
you
not gonna-
that, but
Yeah.
he's like, just me and my colleagues aren't getting the vaccine anymore, because, so.
It's just a misinformation, right?
But I got like the flu shot, I mean, it's those certain
Me too.
ones, it's
yeah,
like,
the measles, your
yeah, it's-
HPV shot. These things are important for
Yeah.
general
And I
health.
get to test, and for some people, the COVID vaccine was totally fine and
Yeah.
great and helpful, and for some people, it just didn't work. So it's everybody is different.
That's
Everybody's
true.
different.
Okay.
That's
Everybody's
so true.
different. So crown chakra, so that's our spiritual connection. So that's right here above our head, connection to the divine and universal consciousness. Embody spiritual awareness, enlightenment and unity. Embrace our higher selves and universal energy. So sometimes, if you are in meditation, I have experienced where this cord has grown up out of the top of my head through my crown chakra and then connected up at the divine. So we're actually going to do a meditation if we have time and kind of practice that.
That's cool.
That happened to me this morning, actually, and then the energy came down the front of my face. It was really weird. It was like something was crawling down the front of my face, and it went down to the side of my face, out like this, like a triangle, and then all of a sudden, all I could see was like a big wheel on a ship, and I was steering it, like I was rocking back and forth, and it hurt, and I heard, navigating rough waters ahead. I was like, I started laughing. I'm like, thank you, I know. So then the organs and the body parts all have their own symbolism in what they do. So if you have a symptom somewhere, the first thing I do is, what chakra is it in? And then I write that down. And I'm like, okay, what part of the body is it in? And what does that organ mean spiritually? And then you kind of look around at your life, like what's going on in my life right now, or what went on in my life maybe a long time ago, because it can be something from when you were a child or something, from when you were 20. So you can kind of start to put the pieces together. So brain is the hub of our thoughts and our emotions, and that's the third eye. And the brain, that's the regional manager of the brain. So it reflects our mental health and spiritual awareness, impacts our overall well-being because it's kind of like the main computer. So that's the mainframe of all of other things that happen in our body. So it controls our nervous system, things that can throw this off: overthinking, mental overload, anxiety. So our brain is important, mucho important. And then the brain is kind of the master computer of the nervous system. So the nervous system is really kind of like the interface. It's the connection between our thoughts and feelings and all the things that are invisible and how we feel it in the physical body. It's kind of relaying the information. It's our internal wiring, communication system.
I had a thought the other day, why do we call it the nervous system? It should just be called the nerve system. We go around using the word nervous like it's, a bad word.
Because
And then when we talk about nervous system, it's almost like we're giving it.
it makes you nervous just
saying But yeah, it's interesting. It actually is part of the brain, extension of the brain
Yeah.
in a way. But imagine the nervous system is going all the time, even when you're in deep sleep. It's constantly taking care of you.
Too sweet. Yeah. Everything you think, everything you say, everything everything you do sends a nervous impulse into your body. And then subsequently, neurotransmitters, which are kind of like nervous system hormones, are sent around that create feelings. And so if we have a thought pattern that's playing in our head over and over again, and it can be a negative thought pattern about yourself, like a misbelief about yourself, like, I always get that wrong, or I always say the wrong thing, I always do stupid stuff, all this stuff is sending that reinforcement information all the way through your body. You're making chemical hormones in your body that are backing up that misperception, that thought that's not true about yourself. And that puts your body into fight or flight. Anything you're afraid of puts you in fight or flight. And when your body goes into fight or flight, it goes into war mode. Your cells go in they act different. They start to, instead of doing regular metabolic function, they start to go to war, and they want to break things down and fight and make, inflammatory chemicals and tear down your tissues. So this is like pretty much when the nervous system is not working right, that's where everything goes to shit. And that's the root cause in the physical sense.
But what's so interesting, it's just most of us think of thoughts as just nothing. But for a long time, people didn't think thoughts did anything, except maybe solve a problem once in a while. But, in meditation, they talk a lot about stopping your thoughts, and that's not what you should do all the time. You also have to look at your thoughts, because thoughts are energy. And that energy goes through your body and out into the world. So we think, what I think doesn't matter, or, that affirmation doesn't work, but it's really, you gotta honor the power of thought and how it has an effect.
Yeah.
So if you put the right feeling to your thought, and it's humming along in your nervous system, and then your body can take action, it's a whole different experience. So.
And what happens sometimes too is the body gets addicted to the neurotransmitters and hormones. So you're, kind of reinforcing, you keep thinking this negative thing, and then the body's like, that's true, and I need to keep making these neurotransmitters and hormones to keep this going. And so even if you change your thought pattern, you're like, I'm going to try to do good, I'm going to meditate and change my inner dialogue. Sometimes it's a little tricky at first because you have to retrain that neurotransmitter hormone signaling system.
Sometimes when I'm doing my therapy, I think part of my job as a holistic spiritual therapist is to help somebody change their thoughts. Or not change their thoughts, but open their mind about what they believe and what they're thinking, because we get stuck like that. You're right, I like that word, that you get addicted to a certain way, and then you're afraid to think outside the box. and the box could be right here.
Well, and you get concentrated, and so the word concentrate, so wherever you concentrate, you take that energy and you turn it into matter. So matter is concentrated energy. So that is your thoughts concentrated somewhere, creating something in your life.
Even just the energy that you give out connects with other energies. You know, like if other people have, you know, all those stories about inventors that created something and somebody else was doing it all at exactly the same time. It's like the thought was ready to be manifested.
You gotta go potty? Yeah. Anybody else need to take a little bio break right now?
Mhm.
Yeah? Let's do that.
Sorry.
I'm wondering where I put my water.
Stretch the legs.
This is beautiful.
Thanks.
She's the queen.
Hi, Heather. Mwah, mwah.
I love you.
It's a very good spirit.
Vanessa, did you say you were from Massachusetts?
Well, when I came from Belgium, I lived in Massachusetts for 8 years.
Where did you live?
Lunenburg.
Okay, I'm from Massachusetts. I'm from Andover.
You're a
Yeah.
Patriots fan too?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. That's why I'm new, Mr. Miyagi. We got that connection right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
But my husband, when I met him, he lived in Charlotte. So he's a Southerner. He moved up 1 year and he said, hell no.
Smart man.
Yeah, so we moved down to Charlotte for 17 months. And then the boss that I worked for, he bought a house in Sun City.
Okay.
So he wanted to take me with him. And so I moved down here. And I worked for him for about 4 years. And I would have still been working for him, but my son got hurt and he wouldn't let me go get him
Oh my God.
at school.
Wow.
And he made me call George, my husband, and he didn't answer. I had to page Target where he was working, and then he said, I'm a businessman first. Well, the next day I found another job, and I gave my 2 weeks notice, and I said, I'm a mother first. And he
For
turned
you.
wide as this chair.
I've never heard that before. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Darren, Katie, that I used to work for, who
What was-
brought me down
What
here.
was the business, Vanessa, that was that crucial?
Well,
that
he
you
had
couldn't go
9,
get your kid?
so I was the bookkeeper for him. That
That's
was
terrible.
before I went into the medical billing field, but, yeah. He had,
Usually things stop when you have an emergency.
right, he
Seems
had
like-
to write a letter
Please
to
go.
China about his pliers and whatever, so,
Okay.
yeah.
So, the next class.
What part of Germany?
Okay, when you
All over.
It's the last 10 years before I came over.
So the next week.
The last 10
I
years.
finally hear your
years before I
accent.
came
You
over.
finally
Oh,
hear
it's,
it.
oh, it's there. I mean, it's not as strong as Lions, but it's strong.
Yeah, some
It's
people
still-
still hear it.
Yes, it's
Because
beautiful.
when I asked them, they're like, where are you from?
I love it. It's very good.
A little bit, I mean, I worked in Frankfurt.
I actually like you too.
I
That's a good idea. Because my,
I love the South, in Austria, the South. And Birch's Garden and
What did you do in
IT. IT, yes.
Yeah, and you.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it together. I mean, it's gonna send it everything to the website anywhere where you're at.
Did you just
No, it
go
has
for
funny things
a job
like
in an
strange
Austrian
marks on
company,
it.
or
It's
were
not
you
English,
really
it's like
physical?
Oh, that, okay, yeah, we can fix that. That's actually easy to do.
I don't know, maybe it has deep meaning somewhere.
Are you retired now?
And then maybe ChatGPT interpreted it with kind of light coded.
I still do IT, do some government still.
How we doing time-wise with this?
Well,
How much does
we're actually doing pretty good, but we won't be able to do the meditation. So we can either do meditation or we can finish the slides.
AI, AI's been around
Yeah.
longer than anybody realizes.
It's been very exciting.
So what is your neighborhood that you have dark side?
Over 20 years ago.
So they joke around
Well,
about
I was
this.
invited
People
to
that work
Russia
on that side.
for a meeting about AI
So what?
in the late 80s, before the wall came down. And because of the type of work I did, I was
When I first started
not
going, I'm
allowed
like,
to
you know,
have this.
because we own, at first it's people that work in
Close.
IT and
It's all right.
Anyway,
IT
looking at
in Germany.
it was my favorite.
Anyway, the implications of everything
We
that's
worked
going
with
on
How long
is
ago
very
was that?
stimulating.
Probably 3 years ago.
Oh, recent.
Yeah, well, yeah, recent. I'll have that 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yet, if
so-
somebody's just introductory,
Yeah.
it's still
But
better.
right now,
It's simpler.
it's super, super.
You mean, how does it influence? It's more influence in recent years, obviously. The public is
For Heather.
Try to
but
remember it. I
it's-
just
So I'm gonna go through in Canva, you can record
And
yourself
decision
presenting
making
these slides.
for
So your head comes up like a little bubble,
for
and then you just put it all,
I gotta get some help on this because right now, my camera, my computer's broken, so somebody's coming tomorrow.
Basically,
But
you
I
can
should
shoot it
upgrade
out
on
in the
Canva.
battlefield and it
Whatever
can
you
hit.
want,
But it's just
Canva,
funny.
what is
I
it?
think I just have the first tier that you pay for from the free, I think it's the Grime or something, and it's $12, $12 or $13 a month, and it's worth it.
Yeah,
People
I also have to
and
upgrade.
it's
What neighborhood is it?
It's impacting the whole industry because it's
Oh,
gonna
it's off
impact
278?
everyone, whether they
And
realize
I,
it
when I
or
go
not.
by there, I'm
Either
like,
there's
I feel so
Netflix.
bad for those people that have to
If
go
Netflix
out.
started,
States
What'd you say?
if
areas
Netflix
can't boost the electricity
watch
for
the
what
show,
they have now.
OA,
And these
And then you
new
can say for
watching this show,
when she drives.
it's based in
Yep.
fiction.
Especially
There's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of truths in it.
Hold on, because
And I just had Christine watch it.
Okay.
And she is obsessed, so I think
I was
you guys will also appreciate
If
it.
she liked it, I'll like it.
And I think you guys will like
And I
it.
go, when she's tired, like, I'm going, so, you know.
And do kind of like a
I
video.
know what I do, I
section.
do, I make a right and then do a U-turn.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think basic,
I
like
was saying
branches of
more
horses.
times.
There's so
You know what
many
I mean?
adversaries.
So it's like,
You know what I
the OA.
That would be.
I'm gonna have to have you like text that to you.
Yeah, I will, it's really,
Well, I had a really bad.
Christine loved it, and I
I
was like,
love
this is.
stuff like that, it's entertaining, but actually has the truth, you know.
Well, and I watched it for the third time with my fiance.
What's it about?
It's about
It's a movie?
weird,
It's a
no, it's a show. Okay, so it's 5 seasons, however, Netflix canceled it after 2 seasons.
What is it?
However, and it's called the OA. It's a phenomenal show. I can give you guys all the tea if you want, but it is about near-death experiences.
I'm gonna
It's
write this
really-
down. I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it. I already know what
It's, but I'll give you guys a caveat. It was canceled after the 2 seasons, but the star of the show, the literal actress, is the creator of the show.
Okay.
So I think this was her lived experience somehow, some way,
So it's a new way.
and they canceled
Part of New
it.
York.
But there was a 5-year gap.
I was in Greenwich, so we were neighbors.
So I
know,
know, I was in a.
Safety with it or something.
Which was
That's
very
adorable.
and then
Yeah.
Only 2 seasons
Yeah.
on Netflix?
Yeah.
So where do you watch the rest?
So it doesn't exist. They canceled it. They took the rights to it.
Hey,
However,
then I
the
wanna
rights
tell
are
you
up
about
in
They
the
were
air
born.
right now. Like
So she might still.
in 2026, there are rumors that she's gonna start.
That's fine.
Want to know there's an organization I belong to called,
Yeah.
SAI, Spiritual Awakening International, SAI. I'm gonna be on it in June. It's people that talk about near-death experiences, experiences in meditation.
Like transition, like huge.
I love stuff like
You know
that.
what?
I'm going to the,
As you can tell,
And
it
it's
was my
free.
Oh my
Oh my God, you can't hear that. She is going to the international
Italians conference, it's an International Association of Near-Death
Unbelievable.
experiences. So like, again, this is a really good show. If you have any interest I think it's a good show for, I like to call them normies who don't have like any like idea of what's going on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, it does, it just brings you, it's, yeah, you should watch it. It's a good, yeah.
Caitlin, how old are you?
How old am I? 28.
I was gonna say 27. Norms. Normies. Is that, you should join that term.
It's true. Alright, are we doing it?
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah, you have to do somewhere outside. Thank you for saying that.
It takes some courage to be.
I have these expensive for so many.
Yeah, we have 3 more.
Here, thank you, Paula. I appreciate it. And I think it's really
Yes.
cool that you're open up.
And I know, and he's done something to me, married 40 years old. Okay, so they actually are real.
They can have it.
So,
Thing.
All right, guys.
I just wanna,
Hey, everybody.
I just wanna
Meredith has
say,
to go real quick.
yeah, I have
Okay.
to go, I'm supposed to be somewhere at 5, but I said I'd be late, so I have to leave. Now it's 1 minute. I can transcend. But thank you, it was such a pleasure to be with everyone and hear all your wisdom and feel all your energy and beautiful Holly. So I'll see you next time.
Meredith.
Have fun.
We'll see you next week.
Is it next Saturday?
We have to figure out.
Okay.
Schedule too. So we'll just flip through these slides. It kind of, I mean, I'm gonna send all this stuff to you so you can look through it. I just want you to get the idea. So if you have something come up, start looking at all of these things before you think, you know.
It's a tumor.
So heart and lungs, themes, love, grief connections. We talked about that in the heart chakra slide. Actually, I had a client who had, she lost a child right after birth. And they wanted to have a baby so bad, they were doing all the, fertility treatment, and they finally had this miracle baby, and they lost it right away. And so she then went to work and opened up 5 different bakeries, and she kept herself busy until she retired. So she never really truly gave herself time to process this. After retirement, she slipped, fell, broke her shoulder, which connects to the heart chakra. And then during the healing, she started to develop all these gut issues. So all of it came to the surface after this retirement. So we did this healing, and she was really kind of resistant to it. So after the healing, and this goes back to what does it mean to heal, right? So I do this healing on her, and she develops a lung infection where she goes, Holly, I coughed my heart out.
Oh.
It's real.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question. If you actually heal whatever's causing your gut issue, will that gut issue go away? Because,
Yes.
seriously, okay.
It does, but sometimes the gut it will remain your barometer. So
Yeah.
you can heal it, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna have those symptoms come back at another place in your life, because it's still telling you, hey, look over here. I'm trying to tell you something. So mine is, I've decided it's my barometer. So I can go, a year and not have any gut, but then all of a sudden things are kind of hectic and it comes back and I'm like, it's talking to me.
Good to know.
Well,
Yeah.
she saved my gut. Seriously. Yeah.
Well, I
Holly
recovered my
is
gut, and
phenomenal.
I came down here and I was doing magnificent, I was so happy, feeling so well, and then down here, probably about not even quite a year, and I'm like, what is going on? And of course, I'm blaming the food down here, but I wasn't really eating the food because I was trying to watch it, so I was like, no, it's something else.
So can I say something else that came up during this healing? I heard misalignment. So there's something maybe in your world right now that's a little misaligned, and that your gut is probably acting as the barometer, trying to let you know that.
Thank you.
I just remembered that, I forgot. Yeah. So, liver, gallbladder, themes, anger, resentment, frustration, gallbladder, indecision. My gallbladder will hurt when I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I'm just kind of like floating around like a fart in the wind. I'm not sure where to go. I will notice tenderness in my gallbladder. bitterness, if you're bitter towards someone, bile is very bitter. If you've ever refluxed bile before, it's not a pleasant taste. So, and then you can also think about what the organ does. You know, it digests things. So like the stomach digests things. So if you have reflux, what is it you're not willing to digest? What is it going on that you're like, I cannot accept that? Or my client, she's so cute. She goes, I'm against that. She's German too.
What do you mean with two?
She's a doll. She's sweet. She's one of my favorites. But yeah, so like, what are you not willing to accept or digest? Pancreas has to do, it makes insulin. It regulates your sugar. So it has to do with the sweetness of life. Like, where are you maybe not being sweet to yourself? How are you talking to yourself? Are you being mean to yourself? Are you giving away all of your sweetness and not giving any back?
I've got too much sugar.
Yeah.
That's why I got diabetes.
It's because you're giving all your sweetness away. You need to give it to yourself. You gotta turn it around. That's the shark. Turn it around. Get what you want, get it for yourself.
It's crazy.
I don't know what my little pictures aren't coming up, but small intestines. So small intestines separate nutrients from waste. They help us discern truth from misperception or illusion. They help us to determine, you know, what is nourishing us emotionally. So if it's like an intestinal gut thing. So this could be something that comes up for you. This has come up for me. Large intestine eliminates what the body no longer needs. What are you holding on to? You're constipated. That's me.
Me too.
What are you holding on to? Let it go. Releasing past experiences, letting go of resentment or grief, emotional cleansing. So if you've got gut things going on, you can look at these themes. Do I have any of these things going on in my life? And my pictures from that. Thyroid, throat chakra, we talked about this stuff, so it's pretty much the same. Kidneys, water, they're in the sacral area. We talked about that being kind of feminine. Also very detoxifying, letting go, going with the flow. Like if you're very like resistant and rigid and you have your ways around things, you know, maybe you'll get a kidney infection or a kidney stone because you're holding on to all of this stuff. So maybe
Listen,
sometimes.
I got a
Yeah.
kidney stone right now,
Oh.
and it's very painful, people.
Yeah.
It is.
So when to control and when to let go, that's the trick. That's what we're trying to figure out as a society right now, is that balance between the yin and the yang, the paradox of all things. Bladder, suppressing emotions, difficulty expressing needs, holding, letting go. So symbolism of the body parts, you do the same thing with the body parts. So look at what the body does. The legs hold us up. They're our strength and structure. If you have, you know, an issue going on with your shin splints or something like that, maybe like where do you feel unsupported? They have to do with our direction. Sometimes people will have leg issues when they're not sure which way to go. And they're like, I know this job isn't making me happy, but I really want to do that, but I don't think I can do it because of you know, whatever it is. Joints are flexibility. So sometimes when you have a joint issue, it's like, where am I too rigid? Where am I not willing to bend? Maybe I don't need to be so tough on this situation, and maybe there's another way I can look at this or get it done. Feet, feeling grounded, stability. This is all root chakra stuff here too. Hips and pelvis, again, sacral. So all kind of the same stuff with sacral. The abdomen, again, this is like solar plexus, digestion, personal power, emotional processing. So we'll get through that. I really want to find the slide for Jenny. It's so perfect. So the rib cage is really cool. I learned a lot about the rib cage today, and I have very sensitive ribs, and I get really ticklish, and it's like I'm guarding. It's like a guard. It's a protection. It protects your lungs. It protects your organs. It protects all of these treasure things. So like what happens like if you're, you know, you get a loose rib, your rib pops out, or I get soreness in my ribs, and I thought it was from like Lyme disease, but I think it's like it's inflammatory. I'm trying too hard to protect myself from something. Emotional defensiveness, fear of being hurt, difficulty opening to love. The lungs have a lot of connective tissue. They stretch, and so they allow you to breathe, to inspirate. And when we breathe in, we're breathing in spirit. Inspirate, we're breathing in light, we're breathing in love. So they allow us to really open that way. So the ribs are kind of a cool thing. And if you're not sure, like if something pops up, and this is just really basic, just to kind of help you get the understanding, go on Google, go ChatGPT, and Google the body part. What is the spiritual and emotional representation of, meaning or theme of a sore elbow? And it will give you all this stuff. You read through it, find the one that resonates with you. When you learn how to do your muscle testing and stuff, that's what I do. I go, I'm like, that does, and that does, but which one is it really? 1, 2, oh, it's that, okay. So it really helps you to fine tune that. Upper back and neck, so that's your support. Emotional burdens, and the upper back, guilt, self-blame, and the mid back, lower back can be financial, so more root chakra stuff. And your face. I mean, you can have things like twitches in your face, or, blemishes, or all sorts of different things. Even like your eyes, like what are you not really wanting to look at right now? Is there something going on that you're not wanting to see, or are you hyper fixating on something and it's making your eyes hurt?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to see.
Yeah, so nose picks up on smell. Smell is like really connected to our brain. Lately I've been smelling cigars. Like I don't know what that is. It's like everywhere I go I smell cigars. Like I can taste them in my mouth. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. Right side versus left side. So right side of the body has more to do with masculine imbalance, whereas the left side has more to do with feminine imbalance. So sometimes if people, like, I have a lot of clients where like all of their symptoms are on the left side. Like the right side, they've never had a problem, everything is on the left side. And maybe they had issues with their mom, when they were a kid, they didn't feel nurtured enough by their mother. A lot of times that can be mother wound things. Whereas the right side can be, it's more push out, it's more masculine. Sometimes it can have to do with father woundings. Sometimes it can have to do with how you're using your energy. Maybe you're being too assertive, and so now your shoulder hurts because you're pushing something too hard. Or like in my case, I'm kind of a little too yin and I'm taking on too much stuff, and so then the left side of me is starting to bother me. Jenny. I made this morning. So yeah, so this is me. Left side of the neck is in pain. I've got the world on my head, but I've done all this to myself. So I've created a beautiful monster, and it takes a lot of work to keep it going. So that's what I feel like right now. And then, so I have someone that has plantar fasciitis. So that's, inflammation of the bottoms of the feet. So that connects to the ground foundation. If you kind of look at this person's life, the home situation is very inflammatory. Husband and wife are fighting all the time. There's a lot of stuff going on around the house, and now the bottoms of the feet are hurting. So embrace. So now just forget everything we talked about and just feel. So this is where we probably don't have time to do it again. Oh, this I made for Heather. So this was, Heather did the meditation that I was going to do with you guys today with Meredith, and she said she had that pressure. Heather, I'm talking about you here. And so Meredith said, well, give it a texture, give it a color, give it eyes. And so she did all of those things, and she just sat with it, and it released. She felt it come up and actually move out of her. And so I created it, and I put little eyes in it too.
Oh, that's really cool. I
Isn't
love
it
that.
cool?
Mhm.
And that's how I do my meditation. So this I gave you guys last week too. It's super simple. I just sit, in the mornings, and I put my feet on the ground, and I just imagine this root going all the way down into the heart of the earth, where I connect with Mother Gaia's heart, and then I feel my heart beat with hers. So that grounds you. It makes you feel supported, loved, nurtured, and then you bring that energy back up all the way up through the legs, through the pelvis, through the stomach, into the heart, and then you just rest there and feel that beat in your heart. And then I take the energy all the way up through that silver cord, all the way up until it connects with the divine energy, that golden light sun. I let it connect, and then I let that energy flow through. So now you've got the strength and the courage and that strong energy from God. You've got that motherly, nurturing energy here. So you're loved, you're supported, you're safe, and you have all of that light right here in your heart. And you just kind of sit with that for a second. And then just allow your mind to take you where it wants to take you. Maybe it wants to take you to your hip. Maybe it wants to take you to your spleen. Maybe it wants to take you to your throat chakra. So you just go with it, and then you bring all of that beautiful, loving energy with it, and you just sit in presence. Neutral presence. You just go there, you hold the light, I'm here for you, and you just allow that place, that space, whatever it is, you just allow it to be. And you might feel a feeling, you may see a color, you may have a memory pop up, you might hear a word, you might hear some weird kind of, or see some weird image that doesn't make sense to you. Like one time I saw a coffin with a nail, and it was a part of me that I had shoved into a coffin and exiled. And I had to go and open it up. It was shutting down my whole left side of the body. And then I saw a woman wearing a black coat with her back to me, so protection, the black coat, the back turned to it, not wanting to look at it. And so I did a body work session with Lori, and she found it in there, and we were able to figure what it was, and I was able to release it. But just by sitting there present with it and allowing it to go. So I was like kind of all in my head getting this presentation ready, and I was walking through it, and then the divine came through and said, "Holly, practice what you preach." I was like, oh shit, okay. So I did this meditation, and this crazy thing came out for me that looked like a chakra. It was like a fake chakra that was sitting inside of me that was released, that I'm like, oh my gosh. That was crazy. Sometimes you can literally just feel the energy come up off you and just move, like what Heather experienced with that one. I had something in my lower belly one time, and I was really upset. My stepdaughter was living with us, and we weren't getting along. It was difficult for a little while, and I was mad at her because I was jealous, because I thought she had a better childhood than I did. And it took me like kind of sitting with that for a minute. And when I did, I recognized it, and I just brought my awareness there, and I just sat with it, and I got really mad. I got really upset, and I just sat there, and I just let it all out. And I was like, okay. And then I allowed that emotion to express, and then I just sat with it in neutral presence, and it literally, I felt it lift up like a dark cloud off my stomach, and I was in pain, like it was hurting to the point where I couldn't stand up straight. It came off, and it just flew away. And I had no more pain. I got up, I went down, I cooked dinner, had a lovely evening, and she left, so I didn't have to deal with her. And so I tried to create an image of it like I did for Heather, and it pretty much looked like my vagina was on fire. I was gonna put it on here, but I didn't have time. It was hilarious, and I'm like, ChatGPT, can you make it look like my vagina's not on fire? And it
Sure.
no, it said, oh, once you see that, you can't unsee it. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, can you make the cloud a little higher up? And it was just terrible. So I'll show you next time.
That's funny.
That is so crazy. So last week I did a breathwork session with Holly here in this room, and I am not a fabulous meditator at all. Like even guided meditations are really hard for me. I just, it's a practice that I'm willing to build and grow and change. So when I came into the breathwork session, I was unaware of the physical, literal, tangible energy that our nervous systems like hold. I was not aware of that at all. So when it physically came out of me, it was 20 minutes of full body sob, like full
Catharsis.
like I had to apologize to the whole class after, because I was like, I'm sorry if I ruined your breathing experience. Like my body, no, like let go. So you talking about that energy from somebody who has never been able to tap into it purely by meditating, the breath work. If anyone's struggling with meditating, maybe doing a bit of that breath work, like kickstarts the rocket. Like you can like snowball from there. So I think that's really, really interesting. That because when you were saying that, I was like, that I felt that last week, and I never felt it before ever.
Oh, I knew what you were going through. I've had that in meditations where I just start bawling and things are like flying out, and I'm like, like literally having like convulsions.
Well, I ended up having to have Sarah, who is our breathwork teacher. The energy, you know, when you're about to get a Charlie horse, and it's right before, like it's not painful, but your muscles start to contract.
And you know it's coming.
Yeah.
My muscles, I'm talking from here down, literally, not painfully, zero pain, only love, constricted so tightly, and I felt the physical energy leave fuck just happened? Like, truly, what just happened? So when people talk about meditation, now I have a physical experience to connect, and it's like, even today when we were in the Reiki, I was able to tap into that energy now that I know it exists.
You have touched that vibration. You can always go back there.
Oh my gosh, and it was the most bliss, loving thing I've ever felt in my life. And even though I was like, what the fuck? Like, truly, what the fuck? I was like, this energy clearly knows what it's doing. It is a lot smarter than I will ever be. So I'm just gonna ride it. I'm gonna feel it, and I'm gonna ride it. And I would say the whole breathwork class was an hour long. I participated in the breath about 33%. Because I literally was just soaking in that, like, love. And it's so crazy that the power of the mind and body through breath and through intention brings you there. Like, truly, everyone in this room can do that. And that's why I was like, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, and the thing about meditation is everyone sucks at meditation. Everybody sucks at meditation. You sit down, your brain is going monkey wild, but you can bring yourself back through breath, and then your brain will go off again, and then you just bring it back. But the longer you sit there, the deeper you go into brainwave state, and then you will be like blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden it finds you, and it snaps you, and you're like, whoa, what's that?
Like,
You know,
really.
it finds you. You cannot find that still point. It will find you.
That's such a great perspective.
So
Wow.
don't judge yourself if your monkey mind, the worst meditations sucked. I was about ready to get up. Fuck this. It's over. I'm going to go make coffee. I'm just going to sit here because it's quiet. That's when I've had the best meditations. Is when I've given up because it was hard. So don't give up on meditation. You just got to do it. So,
That's great.
yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Sorry.
Calm
What time? Does anybody know what
Oh,
time?
next session. Do you guys want to do next week, or do you want to do? Next week is the 14th. Jenny, and you can't do.
Yeah, I can't do the 21st.
and then we have that event here. So we could maybe do it the following weekend, or
Or next weekend.
we could do next. I think we can do next weekend.
Originally, that would have been the every other Rith one,
Okay.
so that I had that,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
21st.
so the 14th,
No, the
14th.
the 14th,
Yeah, next
Okay.
weekend.
Let's do the 14th.
11.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
Right,
totally
that
that
works.
works better. Yeah.
Okay, girls, boys.
Let's do it.
Oh, have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Next week.
Oh, all right, I'll keep it in my drawer for you.
Okay, all right.
Did you get your page?
Okay, good. That's my good. Okay. All right, hugs everybody. Okay.
Drive safe.
Everybody have a great week, okay?
You
Thanks
too,
for
Paula.
sharing.
Tell
Yes,
Christine
always nice to
hello.
see everybody. Love the energy here.
Yes.
Take care.
How long do you do the meditation?
I meditate for a long time because
Is
it
it
takes
long
me
time?
time. It
10
takes
minutes?
hour, sometimes longer. I get up at 5:30 in the morning just so I have extra time to do it because it's so worth it to me. I cannot wait to get up and go meditate. I'm like, yay! I can go hang out with God and Jesus and everybody.
Yeah, that's such a nice perspective.
And I
With
get
me,
I
it's
get
not.
information, I get journaling, I get these profound things that come through, but it takes time. You just gotta keep. We can all do that. It's just if you make it a practice and you put your intention
Can I
there.
just not get up and?
You can just
lay
lay
on
down.
my
But
bed?
sometimes
Yeah,
it's
you
not
can.
important in the meditation.
There
That
is-
would be okay.
There is actually feng shui wise, usually better places in the home to meditate than others. For me, it's in my office in front of my computer, and I know that doesn't seem right, but that is the corner of the house that I do my best meditation. I just turn the computer off. But that's where, and then I have like one
Oh,
other
can
space.
I
I
find
cannot
this?
do it in my bed because I
How
will fall
can I
asleep.
find that place?
Which place? Oh, in your house?
Yeah.
We can try to find it. I can sometimes use the Lecker antenna to try to find it. If you kind of make a blueprint of your house, we can use it to try to find where the spiritual corner or spot
Because
is.
I think it is my bed. Sometimes when
It might be.
sometimes I really take my computer into my bed and can work wonderful.
I have a friend like that too. She conducts everything from her bed. I'm like, how do you do that?
That's a skill.
I wouldn't be able to sleep because then I would feel like I was at work.
Well, for me, it's really
Yeah,
relaxing.
that might be for you the right
So
spot.
Can you do anything here against my allergies? So I see an allergy doctor and I take some medicine, but it doesn't.
So have you had allergies for a while?
How long do I have?
Your whole life.
Klein war, hattest du Heuschnupfen, also würde ich sagen, seit
When I was young,
Okay.
I had, was ist denn Heuschnupfen?
hay fever.
Hay fever. So, but then for many years there was nothing, and it started here, maybe 3-4 years ago, and it gets worse.
It's the
every
pollen,
year.
and everything is yellow now.
So next
Yeah,
week,
but I have it when I'm cold, and I have it when it's dusty, so
Yeah.
it's
Do you do antihistamines or anything? Like allergy medicine?
Yeah.
Definitely. You have to start there.
it can be sometimes a mucous membrane issue, which can connect to the gut. So if you've got maybe not enough of certain microbes, like we have this one species called Akkermansia muciniphila. I like to say it because I sound smart. But it helps to create these immune cells that we have in our gut, which are our first line of defense. They're called secretory IgA, and we have them all throughout the gut and in our sinuses. And sometimes if we don't have enough of those bacteria, we don't make enough of that stuff, and then the stuff in our environment can be more inflammatory and irritating too.
yeah. So whatever you can do, but I would like to.
Yeah, so we would probably do like a nutrition consult, which I will do. What I'm going to teach you guys how to do here. What I will do with you, I'm gonna teach you guys. Next week, we're gonna learn how to do the muscle testing and stuff. The following week, I'm gonna give you the sheets and the guides that I go through to help find the remedies for whatever it is that's ailing you.
Nice. It's
We're on
all
the
part
cusp.
of it.
It's all part of it, yeah.
Next
But-
week, the pendulum too?
Yes,
But
so
I-
pendulum, so we'll play with pendulums, muscle testing, sway testing, we'll get the oracle cards out.
Should I
We'll
bring
just have
my-
fun.
If you have a pendulum, bring it.
Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, bring whatever. If you have cards you want to bring, crystal, whatever it is that you use. If you have divining rods, bring them and we'll play with them.
Awesome.
I've got probably 4 rods.
Really?
Oh, cool.
I can bring them.
Cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So next
Very
week is
cool.
gonna be fun, and then you're gonna go home and practice.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week.
You
Next week 11.
Bye, Heather. We love you.